I love how you put a trigger warning, like needed a trigger warning for your judgy face.
Yes, I did.
Oh my god. What is this mess?
Yeah,
I'm
right?
so upset. What Until Dawn is okay. First off, love that game. Can't wait for the remaster. Totally going to be playing it again 7 times and see how many times and how many people I kill. But
have you ever made it through with all of them?
Absolutely not.
Well, I mean, you can cheat.
I mean, you
look it up.
yeah, that's fair. But like, then I mess up. Like, I'll cheat and then I'll mess up a QTE or something, and I'm or like that's the one. I'm pretty sure it was the one where you had to hold the remote still, right? Yeah. When the Wendigos came by you, and that was so hard.
And they made it even harder, like throughout the other games. Like those like heartbeat sections.
Yes,
always failed them.
Always. We still need to play the Corey. That game is fucking awesome. But okay, so first off, no Wendigos. What? Like, that's the whole thing here is the Wendigos. Okay, the Until Dawn rumor plot details. A new story with little similarity to the game, centered around 2 siblings, Clover and Melanie. Where is Beth? And Hannah.
I'm so bad with all the names, but I mean, boo. Like, just boo on all of this.
Characters are stuck in a death loop. They must break before dawn. Shut up. Stop it.
Possible slasher. It was always
It was. And it was a twofold because you had the really good reveal with I can't remember. Yes, his reveal was so good and you hated him and you were like, that was kind of ingenious at the same time.
Right, exactly. And you get screwed if you, in that like quick time, where he's got himself and somebody, and that Ashley set
yes!
up. Yeah, this shit is crazy.
You can actually kill Ashley, like, it's fucked up.
Right.
But then you've got that part of the story, that's like about the halfway point. And then you get the Wendigo stuff on top of it. So it's like the amount that they used to build tension in that was so good because you're like, okay, it's over. No, people are eating themselves from the mines. Like, oh my God.
That was just such a great game. And for them to do, it is a movie because I thought it was a TV show, but whatever they're doing, that's just disappointing. So I have to say a sorry. This goes out especially to Raymond because I've watched some videos about the Halo TV show and like I think I watched Oompa actually. And he was talking about the ways that, first of all, they said the same thing at the beginning, that Halo TV show isn't gonna go directly on the lore, so I can understand why people were upset. So I have to say a sorry to Raymond. I now understand why you were upset. Still love the Halo TV show. This is annoying because you're going to take a property that people love and they've done it over and over and over again and screw it up.
Yep. So. Yep. And that's the thing. I don't mind. Like, of course, there's got to be some creative deviation, right? There are some creative liberties you can take. You don't have to do everything by the book, but like, I don't know how they would do it, right? Because everybody knows that big plot twist. So you got to do something. He said, I feel vindicated.
I was just typing too.
You've got to change it up somehow with keeping the same spirit alive. So I don't want to be too judgy, but like, why Wendigo was the big thing. Like, that was the biggest thing in the mines. Oh my God.
Yeah. And then they even had the extra stuff at the end where you can see, or it might be a QT, but you can see Rami Malek like find his Wendigo sisters, and then
yes,
like that was like there were 2 parts of the story. You're telling me you're just going to drop the whole story that people love and do something different. That's just like, try to pick up, like they could try to pick up from where the game ended and like do something different. That'd be freaking cool. But like to just say, sorry guys, I know it's an Until Dawn property, but it's actually not.
You know what I would love to see them do though is have just a Hayden Panettiere. I hope I'm saying her name right. Like cameo.
Yeah.
Just a cameo. Like
Right.
that would be, or Rami Malek. Just a cameo. They could just be a cop passing by. You know what I mean? Like just something fun like that. That would be very cool.
Right. It would be. It'd be, yeah, exactly. And they can do that, like pick up the story because, like you said, everybody knows the twist. Everybody knows this stuff, you know?
Yeah, and there's gotta be some semblance of the original. There just doesn't, and maybe I'm misjudging too quick or judging too quickly, whatever. But I don't know. Kind of feels like I hate it already.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. Disappointed.
Yeah, exactly. And then like just guaranteed because this thing happens, they're gonna make a Corey movie and do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like they're going to. This isn't gonna be it if they're picking those properties up. Wait, technically, hold on. That is the same company, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The Quarry exists though because of what's that fucking movie? In Crystal Lake.
Oh, is it Jason?
Sure.
Yeah.
That one. Yes.
You know, the most I know about Jason is from Ice Nine Kills, so
the most I know is what I just said.
Yeah, that's fair.
Crystal Lake. We have
Friday the 13th. Thank you, Smithy. Is that Jason though, in fact?
No, Friday.
No.
Friday. Wait, no, are they right? I don't know, guys. You're probably right. Yeah. Right. It is Friday the 13th because Nightmare on Elm Street is totally different. Oh my god, I get horror movies.
Wait, is it Michael Myers? Is that who it is?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, what the fuck did Jason do?
I don't know.
Now I'm so confused. I am so confused. Wait, horror slashers. Yeah. Oh, we tried, guys. We tried.
It's kids at a summer camp, but
yes.
But you know, all of those games have like a supernatural element, and to kind of take that out is just, it's a wrongdoing.
Yeah, definitely. Oh,
a death.
Robert, I almost
seen that before. Sorry.
Okay, sorry, Robert, I've missed it. Check out the Deadpool vid I sent you, Tristan. It's so funny. I clicked it late last night, and then I was like, that's a tomorrow type thing. But yes, I didn't is it a skit? Is it? I don't know, but I will check it out after stream.
Thank you guys for clearing up the horror movie stuff in the chat.
Oh my god. I don't know these things.
Friday the 13th. Freddy is Nightmare on Elm Street, both of which I'm not a big fan of, obviously.
Here we go. We got our cheat sheet. Halloween. That's Michael Myers. Okay. Yep. Totally knew that. Absolutely knew it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
No, I didn't. I can admit.
Like, I'm not, like, there's a couple songs by Ice Nine Kills. They do the whole horror album, and they did a song for, I think, every single one except for Nightmare on Elm Street, which I did actually remember seeing. So that's literally how I learned about those movies, is from them. So that
tracks.
Yeah, I mean, if they say it in their lyrics, I'm probably gonna know. Other than that, I'm fucked.
You know what?
We just found out Tristan is white. Yeah, just now, guys. Like,
just
super
now.
White. Yeah.
Just now. That's today. We just found out.
Yep. Breaking news. You guys heard it here first. I am, in fact, Caucasian.
Yeah, I could have swore you were Vietnamese.
I know, but I wanted to tell you first.
Guys, I'm not white. Ignore that picture. I'm
not pasty at all.
Not at all the whitest person.
Ketchup is spicy fast. The mayonnaise kind of girl. Oh God, no.
Yes, that had
Not
me
really.
I was like, oh my God, she said ketchup is spicy.
To be fair, I love Tajin, and that's kind of a tahine, and it's kind of spicy.
It is, and I have a friend who puts it in her vodka. I love it.
What?
Yeah, she makes little spicy drinks. She's so funny. I love her to death.
Now I want to try that. I like put it on my hand and eat it. It's ridiculous, but it's so good.
I started liking spicy more and more as I've aged. So I now love everything jalapeno, which I used to hate. I'm growing the cayenne, and I'm super excited about like drying that out because I love cayenne powder, and I like smoked paprika. It's not really spicy at all. It just adds like a nice smoky flavor. But like I'm getting more into the spicy stuff. And we have one of those hot ones.
Like the
Seasons.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like the channel. They put out every season they put out a hot sauce box that you can order.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and we got one of those for Christmas last year, and some of them are so really good, some of them are terrible. But yeah, getting into the spicy. I'm trying to be a little less white. Just a little less white.
A little less white every single day.
But I am a mayonnaise girl. I will put mayonnaise on everything, and that's a hot take.
I'm actually surprised, Raymond of all people, the cooker, the person always talking about doing these recipe, and it's not spelled that way. It's spelled Tajin.
Yes.
It is like little, what are they? Like little peppers with like almost like lemon salt with it. It's so good. And to be fair, I love sour stuff. So it's got more of the sour feel to me that I love. Like I have an issue that if I have lemon or lime salt, I have to get them away from me because I will eat them until I am breathing fire.
Oh my God, that's funny.
It is delicious. Like I came out of the womb with lemons on my plate.
Yeah, it's a spice mix, kind of like how adobo is a spice mix or things like that. How you get like Italian. It's really good. It's like popping right now. Like people are all about the tahine right now.
It's so good. It's so good.
I'm
an Irish. Yes, yes. That's why I said I was surprised.
Oh, dude. I've lowered my mayo intake, but I will put that shit on everything, and I will make all sorts of different types of, as the chefs call it, aioli. It's just fucking spiced mayonnaise.
Wait, I was gonna say, what's aioli?
Aioli is, they make it sound fancy, but it's literally mayonnaise with like garlic in it or like spice. Like okay, I'm not kidding.
Basically, just every white person's mayonnaise.
It's exactly, you put spices in mayonnaise, all of a sudden it's an aioli, you know? So like you can throw mayonnaise, a little lemon, a bunch of spices. Actually, it's a good idea to put tahine in and like dip your fries.
Try that.
I love doing that. That's one of my, I made mayonnaise once, actually. That's how much I like it.
I'm actually looking this up for Until Dawn 2, and I don't know if someone was talking about it in the chat, but I don't think there's an Until Dawn 2 coming out. We were talking about the movie, but I don't actually see a game coming out. I mean, kind of, it's just the Corey.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
Though that's not Wendigos. That's wolves. I want to say wolves.
It's I do know the twist in that one because how can I not? I watch game players. It's it's werewolves.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, they're focused. No, okay, that makes sense. That's what I thought because I know that there was a teaser for it, like concluding the ones that we played. Save for, what was it? The Devil in Me we haven't played yet. No. Save for that one, we're all season 1. So I knew they were working on more, but no Until Dawn 2, which is probably good. It was kind of like a product of its time.
Yeah.
It was like, I really want to hit some of the girls in it. Like, they're so fucking annoying. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. What am I ever going to do? How am I going to fall with no man around me?
That's me every day. Where's the man?
Oh my God. And then that one girl was so mean. Yeah, it's definitely a product of its time, but still one of the best. It's so good.
I first of all, them calling the dark pictures, and then not including all, like, it's so confusing in my brain. And like, The Devil in Me, I was very unimpressed. And we played the other ones. And because they put H.H. Holmes in it, and like they did such a dumb twist. Like, it was so,
oh no.
It was like you knew it was gonna happen, and H.H. Holmes is like such a character to use. It's really cool that they did that. And then all of a sudden I was just like, wow, I'm disappointed in this. But I want to play Corey so fucking bad, and I'm excited that they're continuing. Man Medan sucked, but that was the one we did the best.
Yeah, that one, it felt like there was so much buildup and there was going to be all this stuff, and then we just died and it was over. Like,
yes. And we did such a good job, like, not knowing we did a good job. We were killing it.
We just got the one guy killed.
Yes, we did. Just the one. And that was on
the
me.
Best. That was the best we did through the whole thing, though, to be fair.
Because in Little Hope, we got everybody killed, but it was all in his mind. So what did it matter?
It didn't, but that one was still my favorite because I know it's a lazy way out, like the dream theory or the brain, like that kind of is a lazy way out of a writing point, but I did really enjoy that one.
The startup to it was really good, like the way they laid out the beginning and the house scene and the creepy little kid and everything. That it was really good.
Yes.
And I liked I always forget the name of the archaeology one. That I think was my favorite, though. I thought it was really cool.
Is that House of Ashes?
Yes,
that's what it was. Yeah, that one was really good too. That one was funky, but it was good.
Yeah, it was definitely different. And then you can, like, with the relationship thing and all the, I'm pretty sure we got everyone killed in that one too.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I will say, though, that I know it's not related, but the Corey was my favorite. Like, it's a lot more intense. Like, there's a lot of different things. Like, you can fuck up in the first chapter and you're fucked for characters for the rest of the game. Like, I love that your actions have consequence.
They got a good list of actors for that one too.
Yeah,
they really did.
And I'm seeing some of them get work outside of video games too, which is really, really cool. I think the one guy, I forget his name in it, but I think he's in the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or something. And then the gay guy in it, I'm seeing acting outside of too. I don't know if he's actually gay. He was just gay in the show, or at least I made him gay. It could have been me. It could have been me. I'm not gonna lie. I romanced the dude.
I made him gay.
Whenever there is an option,
choice,
I will
guys.
make them gay.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, was there
we were talking about dark pictures, but the Corey makes me laugh so hard. Come on, it's fun. I love it.
We'll stop. But I sit around and watch. I would make all the characters gay too. Why not? It's fun.
Val says he's canonically gay. Don't worry, you didn't force gay anyone. It's my agenda. I am gaying up our video game characters, guy. I am.
I'm gonna start saying that to my gay friends. Canonically, you're gay. See how they react.
Oh my god.
It's canon.
Exactly. It was a canon event, guys.
And then all of a sudden they're not. I'd be like, you retconned your gayness.
How did that happen? How can you do a retcon this late in life? God.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh my god. So what do you know about like how about give me your background with MrBeast and MoistCr1tikal? I mean, I think everybody is familiar with them to a degree, but
Yes, and more obviously more recently, like with all the I've been watching videos about, I don't know specifically if there's a situation between the two, but things are coming out. Like 5 days ago, I said to Josh, because he likes MrBeast, I was like, give it like 2 weeks, and all of a sudden, all this stuff will come out about him.
Yep.
Like because of Ava Chris Tyson, like shining a little bit of a spotlight, and then other people, whether they're truth tellers or not, are, and I'm not saying that to the victims, I'm just saying some people making videos are like, oh, well, I worked for him, so I know this. And then they're like, well, you worked for him for a month.
I have that video. I do. I have that video in because I made like a little, I emailed myself because that's my best way of organization. And I have that video.
Nice. I know I have been like delving into it because I, again, never been a big MrBeast fan. I am a MoistCr1tikal fan. I do like Charlie a lot.
So I like them both for different reasons. Charlie I like more because he's entertaining as fuck. Like just his dry humor or whatever you want to call it is good. I like some of the topics he covers. MrBeast, I always feel like he's this like, oh, I don't know the right word. He's an entrepreneur, but he's also very giving in the same light. Like, I know he does some shady stuff when it comes to like his merch and his feastables and stuff, but I feel like the net is usually good. Even if the content's not for me, the net is good. Altruistic, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, he does exactly. He does good philanthropy. And I appreciate that about MrBeast. No matter what, like that's probably the only reason I've really known about him is because I've seen, different things he's done, and that some of his revenue goes here or there. But like he panders to a younger audience, in my opinion. So that's why I don't really watch him.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is like I always feel like there's some good that comes out of it, so I don't want to be like too over judgy. Like I made 100 houses for in some third world country, and then you have people upset like, oh well, you're just going over there and being the white savior. Nah, he's doing good. But I did see an article, oh my god, where he made those houses and people started to sell them.
Oh shit.
Because they're like, we can move and buy a cheaper place and literally make bank on these houses because they're from MrBeast. I'm like, oh god, nothing like looking at give horse in the mouth. Yeah. Jesus. Like you got a free fucking house. You sit your ass down. I don't know. That's just me.
I'd fake sign it. MB.
Just like
Did
his
you see that? Nice.
Oh my god. Having your people sign your name is kind of crappy.
So I have
a kid.
I have opinions on that because it is crappy, especially to do it on a video. Like, come on.
You got caught.
Like that, you were caught in 4 fucking K, bro. Like you didn't have to do it in the video. But basketball players, baseball players, when they have all that merch that has their signature, it's either printed on or this, or back in the day when like people like Babe Ruth and Mickey Mantle, couldn't sign all the stuff that they were hawking. People would do it for them, and collectors and stuff like that can tell the real signatures and the fake ones and stuff like that. So like I get it from all the angles, but to do it on a video,
yeah, and likely it was for you know, a minor. It was for a kid that was a fan of his, and that sucks. But also, like, perception is reality. So they probably had no idea, right? They probably don't know, and they really do think they have that MrBeast autograph, which is fine. Like, it sucks for them, but it's also fine because they don't know any different. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it does say merch is signed by MrBeast and his team. It's left very vague, I'm sure, for a reason. You know, how can you sign all that stuff? Like,
yeah,
you can't, you know. So
you get some help, but just you don't get caught.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a meme.
Oh my god, right? Oh, and then we gotta add Sneako into the mix because he's the one that had the debate with Charlie.
No real opinions.
The guy that thinks that the age of consent shouldn't exist.
This guy, I watched a deep dive on like kick streamers and like the really crappy streamers, and obviously one of them was Sneako, and like they just showed his evolution and how his opinions have always just been changing, not evolving, but full on, like, I believe in this, oh no, all of a sudden I believe the opposite. Like, that's who he is. And I don't like him. I don't like him. What he was talking about, that little girl movie.
Oh,
stuff.
Cuties. Yeah, that's when he really got in the limelight. Oh. We can all collectively cringe now.
Yes, collective. It's canon now.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to judge the fuck out of you if you're talking about shit like this, where he said, I don't believe in the age of consent, I believe in the age of marriage. What?
Oh my goodness.
Children can't consent, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Come on now.
Listen, marriage in a whole, like, if you just go down the what is marriage rabbit hole, you'll find crazy things. And I've done that before. And it's like, historically, marriage was just a way of being able to kidnap someone, basically. Like, it's That's crazy.
Horrifying.
There's this game, and I bought it for like my bridal shower or something like that. And it has all this historic like facts on marriage. And I don't know if they realize that they put some of the worst facts in there.
Oh no. Oh, they had to have done that on purpose, right?
All of a sudden, I'm just Googling this stuff, and I'm like, how did I end up down this rabbit hole, and why is it so disturbing?
Oh my god, Michael, I love this though. It's so funny, and so yeah, that's amazing.
Thank you. Thanks. Let's put a poll up.
Oh my god. So they debated, right? There's been this like long-standing shit with them two not being. I actually have timestamps. I'm so proud of myself. It wasn't the commenters at all that put the timestamps for me. It was me, guys. I did it. But like, people are calling it out because it's so weird to me that MoistCr1tikal is getting more hate for this because he talked about transitioning, right? So we're going to get into that conversation a little bit. But he's getting more hate for saying that with the parents' consent and a doctor's consent, a child should be able to transition than Sneako is getting for saying, no age of consent. What are you talking about? I love me some 15-year-olds. Okay, those aren't word for word what he said, but
the cuck of all cucks.
You know what I think it is, though? Yeah, that's true, too. I think people expect Sneako to be an idiot, right? They don't actually expect any, like, good takes from him. They don't actually expect any sort of reality or logic to come from this dude. Whereas with Charlie, they're like, what's up, bud?
Yeah. Sneako's one of the first, like, rage baiters, definitely. And but it's not unreasonable to think that's Charlie's stance. You know,
Right.
he's what happens with a child that is transitioning is literally none of my business.
Right.
That's how I feel about it. I won't ever speak out on it because it's such a topic. Obviously now he's getting hate for it. But like, if you know Charlie, you know his stance is more progressive.
Oh, for sure.
You know, so like I get that. Yeah, people just don't expect real stuff to be talked about with Sneako. And if it is real, he's gonna just rage bait you.
Punk, I know that's you, just how you talk. Hey, ma'am in chat, since this is a fucking drama stream, I'm not sticking around. Well, we're glad you stopped by to say hi at least. So good morning, and we hope you have a great day.
Listen, I was like, what does Punk like? Because the question came up, what should we do today? And I was like, well, moment of truth, Punk always walks away. Let's do some freaking pop culture, and Suicide Squad so boring.
Oh my god. And it's broke. It's fundamental. Like Jax last time had the issue with the boss fight. Did he ever get to finish it?
No.
I didn't
Every
think
time
so.
he tried it broke on him. And
Yep.
I felt so bad for him.
And that's what's happening with me because I'm trying to get the like I got Miss Freeze. It actually wasn't that hard.
No.
Just a little bit of grinding. And then I went to the boss fight and I tried it 3 separate times over 2 days. And the enemies just stopped spawning.
What?
Yeah, there's no enemies. So you got to pick up the like pink little things and put them in the gun.
Yeah.
I can't because there's no enemies to kill left. After about 5 minutes into it, I can't even get through the first one.
No
They just
way.
stop.
I had the complete opposite problem you did. I died 8 times on the first turret with Deadshot at level whatever I'm at right now. And I put the mastery down and I made sure not to go in there as best pay. I went in there as best pay attention, not sweating bullets. So I lowered everything. And like, I'm not kidding. I walked towards the turrets, got there, died instantly.
Oh my god. They need to balance that shit.
Oh my gosh. I quit. I quit out. And I was like, well, maybe I just need to grind a little bit more with Miss Freeze. Maybe I need to bring her in.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm so much better with the other ones. I don't want to go in with Miss Freeze.
Her shield harvest, though, if you put her points the right way, her shield harvesting is freaking amazing.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so
I moved my mastery and everything up with her, had no problem because I could shield harvest almost everything.
Oh my god. Okay, I need to try her a little bit more because I got her and almost immediately went to fighting. I did like her traversal a lot. Like, it's smooth. Bye, Punk.
The flips.
Mm-hmm. And she like feels like she can go for a long time.
Right. Yeah. And I was just grinding. There were the 2 missions that I was doing. The one with 150 enemies, and then the other one that's just the brutes and the helicopters.
Oh god, yeah.
So I've just been grinding with her and the 150 enemy ones. And like I said, I put all my level or my difficulties up because I want to get as much XP as possible.
Right.
Had no problem. And I went in there like 3 times, leveled up 6 times.
All right. I need to play with her a little bit more. She might be good after all. And I'm just going to get mad. That fucking Lawless. Oh my god. That girl that they got leaked. And it's so frustrating. Especially, so I've been playing the first Descendant, which you should totally check out because it's maybe a possible replacement for squads. Depending, I don't know how to do matchmaking yet or anything like that with it. But like looking at that as compared to the other one, it's so organized and so pretty and so much easy. Like not easier necessarily, but like I feel like I've become a good shot because of it.
It's like I've been watching you, and it is really good looking, and it looks like it's a ton of fun, and it's like it's not that hard. Like I don't understand why it's so hard for Suicide Squad.
I know. Like this is a free to play game. Free.
Exactly. WB, we paid money and now it's free. Like
Mm-hmm.
what? Where are our goodies? Where's our good looking outfits? Have you seen the Freeze outfits? They're terrible.
Terrifying is
Terrifying. Yeah. She's just bald in most of them. Did you not have the hair right, guys? Like, what the heck?
I swear they have 4 people working there. 4. That's it.
Yeah, I'm sure they do now.
Yeah.
Just working on MK. Nobody's working on Suicide Squad.
Everybody who got moved over, everybody from the MK team, everybody from the mobile team, they're all just working on that.
Right. Yeah, that leak is not a good one. We want characters that we've seen and like, and it's like, why are you keep pushing new characters on people? Like, I get it, it's Elseworlds. Do something better. Like, you have this property in your hands that you're just like literally throwing shit on.
Oh my god, that's so funny. And I said there's 4 people working there and 2 got sick because Joseph said if somebody got COVID, all of the servers would go down. So now 2 of them are sick. And that's why there's no enemies. Oh my god.
They all just said, yeah, we'll take the severance. Thank you.
Yeah, we're out of here.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Yeah, I have been grinding because it is a game that was paid for. I am gonna at least try to get the boss again. I failed quickly. And like I'm in the space right now where all the games I'm playing, I'm stuck. They're all boss, Dave, freaking Suicide Squad, Borderlands, all of them. I'm stuck. So what I did last night was I downloaded Lego Star Wars and I was like, I'm just going to play a game I know I can crush.
Oh my god, stop it. You wanted more of a female dynamic to Suicide Squad, but you're complaining how Freeze and Lawless look. Yeah. I said female, not whatever that was.
It was scary. Like, yeah, Lawless is a cool idea, but it wasn't a good leak. Like, there's 100 females you can pick from in your chain. Like, we wanted a playable Freeze in Arkham, Todd.
Yeah.
Like, we finally got a playable Freeze and it's Victoria.
In Freeze in Arkham, like is it the first time you go against them in City? That boss fight was so hard and so good. And then his boss fight in like still has a special place in my heart in City or not City, Night.
Yeah.
Where you're going against them, but then Nora unfreezes and they get to have their last moments together. Like that was powerful.
It was so
storytelling. Good. It was so good.
The dynamic, it's not like I'm really hating on Miss Freeze because I'm sure the dynamic's gonna kind of be the same. But like that's always the most powerful thing about Freeze, and we love to watch it play out. It's the Harley Quinn show, the way it played out. Like, you know, it's
my god, and they flipped it on its head though.
Yes. And it was great. They changed it and it was great. You can change it and be great.
It is in like having her be able to be one of the girls then after. I thought was really cool too because like you don't ever get to see that side of Nora. And like we could have saw another side of Nora in Suicide Squad.
Right?
Or we could have had a Freeze or a Victor in, like, I don't care that she's a lesbian. I don't give a fuck. But we've never seen Victor, you know, in one of those
Keep it on its head. Let us play as Nora and saving Mr. Freeze. Like, if you want a female, we can get a female.
Fucking dicks.
Yeah, Todd.
Right? It's all Todd's fault.
He's one of the WB creators. He's not 19 at all. He's 49, and he's the last one at the development team.
He's like, how dare you complain? You said you wanted more females. I got more females, and now you hate it. I don't know what to do anymore.
He's the leak. Because every time we talk about stuff, all of a sudden it changes. It's you, Todd, isn't it? You're definitely not 19. I'm calling it.
Oh my God, that's so funny. His new job is just moving departments.
That's his new job. That's so funny. We have our own community conspiracy theory.
Want to go down the rabbit hole? We can go down the rabbit hole.
Yes, we are.
We know, Todd. We got our eye on you. Oh my God.
I'm not sure, Gary, but I'll check it out. I'll try. It's 3, and I got so stuck with the cars. Like I was having so much fun with the side missions of Borderlands, and then I got stuck. It's like a big mission, and you're in the cars, and I was just like, nope, no, thank you.
I don't agree with this. They can't do that because it'll break the Bechdel test. No, the Bechdel test is literally just having one conversation that's not about a dude. I mean, that's dumbing it down, but 2 female characters talking with each other about anything other than man. That's it. That's all the Bechdel test is. That's it. Like, that's very easy to pass. We should be able to be at that point by now.
Yes. Do you like cheese? Let's talk about cheese for an hour.
Exactly. There, you passed the Bechdel test.
Nice.
Cheese is delicious. It's over.
Oh my God, I love cheese though.
Cheese is mid as fuck.
Oh,
I'm picky.
Oh,
I could eat chicken and mashed potatoes for the rest of my life, but put cheese on it, and I'm like, ew.
I don't think I can be your friend anymore.
No, I love cheese. It's so good. Cheddar's my favorite.
Oh, and a sharp cheddar. Listen, I love all of the cheeses. All of the cheeses. I will fucking try them all. I want to make a brie wheel, like with like the bread around it, and like put herbs and stuff on it, and then you dip. Oh my God, delicious bread. I want to make some bread. I'm hungry.
I'm always hungry, I swear. Every time someone brings up food and I'm like, oh, thanks a lot. Thanks. Jerks. All right. We got sidetracked, but you know.
It's canon.
As Val said, my life can't pass the Bechdel test. It's literally like people talk about the Bechdel test like it's this some crazy thing. It's not. It's not at all. It's not even hard to pass.
No. How did we get here, guys?
Yes, that's true.
How do we get to the Bechdel test?
I mean, I blame Gary. Now it's Gary's fault.
Oh, it's too funny. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Thursdays are my favorite.
Right? And Fridays, Jackbox. That new Jackbox thing came out, that Mega Picker thing. I downloaded it yesterday. So we'll have that for Friday. I don't know like what it does, but it's gonna like randomly pick. So my bias will be gone because I always pick the same thing. Shut up.
I love that though. Like that's such a great idea for them to do.
And they have a I think it's, I want to say November, I could be wrong, but like a adults. Like we make it adults anyway, but like an actual adult pack coming out. I saw
that. Yes, it's so cool.
I'm like, yes, let's fucking go.
Let's go. Okay, let's get back on track now.
Yeah. Random.
And
We got this. All right, I got the debate up. I've got the
Oh.
timestamps. This one said, I mean, thank you to this commenter here. 39
That's
through
awesome.
46. All right, let's see what they have to say, because I have only kind of seen by proxy what people are saying about it. I don't actually, I know he compared it to picking a sport, which is wild to me.
That is
Like,
wild. It looks like Sneako got some work done on his face.
I mean, he still looks scary, so I mean, it didn't help.
Sorry, no shade, guys.
A little bit of shame for Sneako.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Exactly. I don't like him.
No, he's Andrew Tate light to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like the same thing. Like, they're both like cucked weirdos that
I don't like Tate, but at least he stands 10 toes down in what he believes.
Yes.
Like, I don't like what you believe, but at least you say it with your chest. Sneako does not. He doesn't say anything with his chest. He changes his mind like right off the bat. So
I actually did not know this, Black Phoenix. He says the Bechdel test was just a throwaway line in an indie comic book decades ago. The writer never intended it to be an end-all, be-all measuring stick of feminism. I had no idea that's where it came from. But I know it's not even a hard concept. Like, it's literally just a conversation between two women that's not about one of their men. Or men in general, right? Like, it can be anything. It can literally be mashed potatoes or a roller coaster. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Weed.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see what he has to say.
If somebody can have, okay, do you believe that somebody can go through hormone therapy? Can they change their gender if they're a child?
I think that's totally fine as long as everyone is consenting, as you agree with.
Okay, so as long as everyone,
if your parents are okay with it and you are okay with it, I think that's totally a familial decision to make. Yeah.
Okay. So
okay, first off, I do want to say something that drives me a little crazy about Charlie. Is that he made his internet fame, whatever you want to call it, by kind of clowning on other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like the first time he kind of gets clowned on, he like freaks out and leaves his podcast and goes on an indefinite hiatus. Like, I feel like he should have a little bit thicker skin after doing it for years. You know what I mean?
I mean, I agree, yes. But I do also know that, you know, at least for Sneako's clowned on him before, and he can't, you know, he came back and watched the video that Sneako made on him and was like, okay, bro, like, you don't know me, you don't know what I'm about, like, you're saying I'm just some skinny little dude with nothing. And like, he, you know, he did just, this is yeah.
Is that when he brought out the firearms?
I believe so, yes.
Because that was funny.
And his muscles.
And his muscles. And the muscles. Don't forget the muscles.
He's not like jacked, but he's a strong looking guy. He's, you know, he's fit. He is. And yeah, I need to, you know a little bit more about this, I guess, because I haven't seen this and I should have watched it.
Punk. I mean, I haven't seen it. I just seen the headline, so we're good. A punk. Punk with the mad face. Don't worry, comics is tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Punk. Tell me what you want to see.
I know he hates it. Okay, he does. Serious Nas says he did clarify in a statement later, saying that he meant was that they could consent to the process of transitioning, not the actual surgery. He made a video earlier today on his channel addressing it. Oh, okay. I appreciate that. And I kind of assumed that's what he meant anyways.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think he meant like, yeah, we're going to do a mastectomy and da-da-da. There are different levels of transitioning, right? And as a kid, you can change pronouns, you can do a certain amount of things, but obviously you need to wait it, like, at least I think you need to give it some time. You know, that those are very formative years. And I didn't actually think he meant like there would be different types of surgery involved. Robert is always the opposite of punk. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Tony, stop it. Stop it. Have you seen the late? Okay, I'm going to read this and then I will address it. As soon as Trump wins, these women's streams will be illegal. Only women allowed on YouTube will be sandwich making tutorials. Hail CG, I am the chosen one. So, first off, cringe. Second off, have you seen those polling numbers by chance? With Kamala? I'm so excited for our first female president.
Listen, I'm not no politics on YouTube. I have a strict thing, but if you want a sandwich tutorial, just let me know. Is it gonna get views? Am I gonna make money from it? Whether so just let me know, Tony. I'll make a sandwich tutorial. I make good food. I can be a woman that does things and makes sandwiches. Did you know this? I can do the things.
You can do both?
I can.
Holy shit.
I know. I must be the first woman ever doing it.
Ever. That's incredible.
I don't Charlie's not like, hey, I'm in the room with these parents doing this. He's not thinking of it I knew what he meant, but
yeah,
it's unfortunate that a lot of things have to be dumbed down.
I mean, that is kind of the internet, though.
Reese, I'm gonna do it now. Okay. I'll make a sandwich tutorial.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Like, here is where you put mayonnaise. Here is where. Okay, I had to find this. Why Tony was trolling about Trump.
This kid.
Man, I'm the one that just go with him.
No.
Down whole time. I know he got some horn.
Getting into
You're
it.
the
I
vibes,
fucking
man.
love
Say Drake. I
I
hear
hear you like him young.
you better not hear her go to cell block one. To any bitch
Any
that talk
talk
to
to
him
him,
and
man,
then laugh,
love.
just make
Make sure you hide your
I
little
love the
from him.
wop,
Tell me
wop,
to
wop
the
part.
Get your hand me down.
My face.
Honey at the party
Playing with his nose down. And Papa got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Wop, 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 wop.
He's into it.
He's so into it.
It's so good.
That kid was great. He kept coming up on my stuff, and everyone's like, he's just here for the vibes, guys. I love it.
Like, and he looks so young too, and he's so excited at that rally.
Like when we did our bingo cards, I definitely put on mine, and I think we talked about it, the younger generation being super involved with the politics this year, and I love to see it. I think it's great.
I think it's kind of crazy though, because a lot of that has been more recent, right? Like since in the last 10 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. It's been going and going. Black Phoenix. That is Kendrick Lamar singing about Drake and his boys. So check it out. It's called Not Like Us.
Wait, you know Black Phoenix. Stop it. You've heard that song.
I love that song. I know all the disses, word for word.
I mean, I've heard it. I'm not even a big rap person, and maybe it's a TikTok thing, because like I've heard it a lot. And I'm not even seeking it out. I'm so excited though. You know the song "Kiss from a Rose"?
Yeah.
One of my favorite musicians, Jairus Johnson, is redoing it, and the video drops tomorrow. So excited!
Oh, nice! I did see something about that, which is it's probably all your fault because of the Alex Terrible.
I absolutely reposted it, and you definitely probably got it.
Yes. Yeah, that is exactly what it is.
I almost sent you one, and I had to resist, of Alex Terrible sitting on the back of a rice burner.
No, I'm like expecting it when I see she sent you a video. I'm expecting it now always to be Alex Terrible. So I'm down. But
he was just sitting on back of the car using the what's those tails called? Spoiler. To hold up his noodles and eat. And I was like,
God.
oh, I love this so much. It's so stupid.
Oh my gosh. He's in my opinion a 5-year-old. And I am too, in a grown man's body.
For fucking sure. And it cracks me up because he's like a grown ass man going, ooh. I don't know, I tried. Whoa!
Remember when you were a kid and you like did different voices?
Still him.
It's him. It's just perpetually him, a 5-year-old in a grown man's body.
Oh my
And
god,
I'm
we
here
actually
for it.
talked about this right before stream. Cape Crusader starts today, by the way. Hope it's good. I don't have much hope. I mean, I really want it to be good. I really, really do. But Oswalda? That's just come up with okay.
Sorry, I had to
She
do
looked
that.
terrible.
Yeah, that's
Because of Oswalda. It's not just Oswalda. It's like everything we hear from that.
Yeah.
Like Harley looks like horrible. I know Mini Driver is doing Oswalda's voice, but
I like that.
I like her, but like also at the same time, can she redeem it just doing the voice? I don't know. It's gonna depend on a lot of the writing.
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot of hope for it. My expectations are going in low. Maybe they'll exceed them. That's I'm guessing that TJ and or Son of Jarrell and Tony don't like each other. Yeah.
He keeps putting a word in that I don't
Yeah,
like.
probably don't do that. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I removed the first one, and then I'm not a fan.
Did the second one get removed too?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, probably don't do that.
Phoenix.
All right,
As
yes.
we're watching Sneako, we're like,
yeah, like. All right, Tony. If I told him to be nice, you got to be nice too.
Yeah.
Love and joy here on this Thursday, guys.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Bombshells.
I paused the video to say what I thought about MoistCr1tikal, and we got into 4 different conversations.
I told you it's canon. That's just us.
It is.
So, a child can cut their penis off and take hormone blockers and change their biology forever, but they can't get married?
Oh, that's a decision that now extends beyond the family because now you're bringing in a different party. So if
You're
have
bringing
someone
in
that's
a
your age
doctor
coming in saying, I want to marry that child, I don't think that can happen under any circumstance.
So,
no.
But it's still a personal decision. You're still deciding.
Because there's
okay, and I don't want to be this person, but I understand the point Sneako is trying to make. He's saying if you can't consent to child marriage or something along those lines, why can you consent to changing your biology? I understand they're not equal, but I at least can understand what he's saying. Same with like, you can, a lot of people use the tattoo, right? Why can't you get a tattoo? Well, in fact, you can under 18, but I know a lot of people that use that. I understand.
Yeah.
But they're not the same.
They're not. And like it all falls apart when I look at the different laws that states have, and I know I sent you this. It's illegal to have a goatee in Massachusetts if you're not licensed to have one. Okay? So like,
I love that so much.
Things tend to fall apart when you like look into further. I understand the point Sneako is making. I do. And I understand, I always try to be devil's advocate, but coming from him, it doesn't hold a lot of weight.
And Val makes a good point. I knew I was bisexual at 10. It's still wrong to have slept with me, right? And like we've seen people like even going, right wingers. Blair White said she knew she was trans at 5 or 6, very, very young.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. Oh my God, Tony. I don't care about your whose dick is bigger contest at all. You're both welcome here.
Ray,
And
look it up. Sorry, keep going.
no, you're fine. I made $1,100 off Eric July in July, so here's $5. Rippaverse detractors are not poor like Eric's fans. His last book didn't even make 300K. Oh, is that true? Oh, that's funny. I mean, in the nicest way. It's like that whole thing with Eric is ridiculous. Eric acting like he used my stream, but acted like he had no idea about it. Like, he's like, no, I fair and square stole it from this other person. Like, fuck that dude, for one. Also, thank you, Tony. But it's got to get boring, right?
So, but he said he used it from one guy, but that one guy was actually not using your screenshots. Not that I
what? Yeah, see, okay, are you talking about Grums?
Yeah, I thought they were screenshot because I didn't see your face in it. I thought he was using screenshots actually from WB.
No, he did. He did.
Okay.
It may have been a different post. He's zoomed in on like the first 3, and then the last one you could see the you know, I have that purple overlay.
Yeah. And
you could see that in it. Yep, exactly.
You could clearly read your chat. It's just you can get it from other sources. That's all.
Yeah, like Eric July is a giant baby.
Yeah,
I don't care. But I'm not also at the same time. Bye, Tony. I'm also at the same time not going to make my whole channel about him. Like, that's boring as fuck. And it's funny because when people were commenting, like, you're psychotically obsessed with Eric. Like, if you think criticizing him once a month maybe is psychotically obsessed, like, I criticize DC and Marvel more than that. Stop it.
Yeah. Oh, those comments are so funny.
And I just don't even. At first, I started saying something back, and then I was like, "Why?
Right?
Why argue? Like, why argue with dumb in the nicest way possible?"
No, I totally understand it. Like, why waste your breath? Sometimes it's just not even worth the work you put in because, you know, then you're gonna get 5 other commenters saying you're psychotic. Yeah. No, thank you.
I'm super psychotic. But that's besides the point. It has nothing to do with Eric July.
Right.
Oh my God. And even Joseph said he says way worse. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nope. Out of control, Joseph.
Oh my gosh. It's funny.
Fucking crazy. Okay, now I'll actually play it.
Take the other party out of the equation. It's a personal decision. If I'm 16 and I personally want to marry this girl, she's beautiful. She's 21 years old. Her family wants to do it. My family wants to do it. You're saying I can't do that. We're both consenting. I'm ready to go. I'm physically mature, but I'm not allowed to marry.
You're not
because Moist says that woman's a pedophile.
16.
But if then the next day I leave it, I'm depressed, I want to cut my penis off, I can go right into the clinic, snip it off, and start taking HRT like Chris Tyson. That's a society that makes sense to you?
It is. I believe everyone has I believe everyone has the right to do with their body what they want to do.
Okay, 100%. But so everyone has the right to do with their.
Like, I feel like this is just. I don't feel like Charlie was prepared.
I feel like he should know that Sneako's gonna try to run him in circles like this. Yeah. And no matter what, like, why do you want to be with a 15, 16-year-old when you're over the age of 21? How did you get to the point where you're ready to marry at that age? You know, how did you get to that point?
Exactly. And not only that, but he says he's physically mature at 16. And he made sure to put in there about cutting your dick off. Obviously, that doesn't happen at 16. Like, and only I mentioned Blair White earlier. Still has her penis. Like, not every single transition are equal.
Right.
And it's not like it's decided overnight. And when it talks about HRT and stuff like that, a lot of people have an issue with that more as compared to stuff, medications for depression and stuff like that. So there's no equality when it comes to this. This isn't a decision that Charlie or Sneako gets to make. This is a decision between a child, a parent, and most importantly, their doctor.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I have my own opinions on this, but again, it's like, it's not that I don't care, it's that I don't have that situation going on. I don't know the feelings that it takes to make those decisions early on, to, go to my parents and say this, that, and the other thing. All people are looking for is support.
Right.
That's what it's about. And again, I do understand that Sneako's trying to run him in this circle about, well, you can do this and not this, but it's like they're different.
Yeah. And I'm very much of the mind of like, I'm not going to judge you for what you do in your own time. You know what I'm like? I know that sounds weird. Like that's what they say about like queer relationships. It's just not for me to judge.
Yeah.
I am going to judge you if you want to talk about fucking kids though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Reese. Bye. Thank you for stopping by.
I love you, Reese.
I know it's probably me. I get it. Yeah. Even Joseph said hurricane, it's hell of a time we live in. Well, I mean, like, I'm sorry. I know I used her as an example, but I would never say him ever. Like, how can you look at somebody like that or Samantha Lux or how can you say him? I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, because it comes back to, that is what they want. They want to be recognized the way they're putting it out there. So yeah, it's not him. No matter what we think.
Oh my God. So after you get a little dude's dick, nobody's doing this, you guys. Dick cut off. Is it okay to have some beer and hookers and a joint? I mean, my mom full well bought me beer. So it could explain a lot. But you know what? It's fine. I don't know. It's such a hot topic right now. I like Samantha Lux. I love Samantha Lux. Have you ever seen her?
No.
Oh my God, I'm going to send you a video. She is so sassy. I love her.
Please do. I'm totally down.
She did this when The Little Mermaid came out. She did like a cosplay. Oh my God. She's adorable.
Awesome.
And she always does like trans woman reacts, like a lot of stuff about, I think she did a video about Ava Tyson, right? And like was like bad behavior is bad behavior. Like,
yeah,
I'm not going to offend her because she is trans. Absolutely not. Like, I love her. I'll send you some stuff.
Yes, please do. Because I've never heard of her.
She's awesome. She really, really is. Val said, I hate how attractive I find Blair White. You and everybody else in the world. Especially like 5 years ago. Like, she's had a little bit too much plastic surgery now, but Blair White is gorgeous.
Not
Honey Radke.
Not my type. Because like people love SSSS Sniper Wolf, and I don't find her attractive. I mean, and I can say when a lady's attractive.
Oh, for sure.
It's always about personality to me. That's what, like, over 50% of how I find you attractive. And if I just saw a picture of Blair White, didn't know anything about her, I don't think.
And I think for me, it gets to where somebody becomes like more plastic.
Yeah.
Than they are actual human. Same with Sniper Wolf. That like she used to look.
She was so much bigger.
Yes, And then you get to a point where you've got injections here and injections there and Juvederm and lip filler. And I'm just like, stop. Age gracefully, stop.
Like, I'm surprised sometimes when I learn certain people have done like fillers and stuff like that. Like that I don't know, but I went to school with and stuff. And oh yeah, that person did this and that. And I'm like, oh, that's surprising.
And that's way too young. Way too young.
But do it. But like Sniper Wolf had like a strong nose, you know. I'm of the strong nose girlies. Yeah. I find a woman with a stronger nose more attractive than a woman that has done, like, you can clearly see a nose job. And I wanted one when I was younger, you know. You don't like yourself sometimes, but like as you age, you're like, oh no, I find that more attractive, that natural, you know, person. I find them way more attractive because there's way too much plastic surgery right now.
I also feel like I judge a little too quickly. Like, when the whole thing came up about the girl from The Boys, I was like, oh my God. But when you saw her in action and saw her moving, she did look a lot better. So like, I try not to judge as quickly, but yeah, just go natural, ladies.
Yeah, and she's saying she's never had anything done.
Stop it.
That's how I feel. And that's how I feel. It's like, stop. Like, and people were hating on Zac Efron, but he like his, like, was it his jaw or something? He needed reconstruction because he had an actual accident.
Right. Like, oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, and people were coming after him, and it's like, you know, it was a medical thing, and like, I'm not a fan of his, but I will stand up for people. Like, I do feel bad that that woman isn't as pretty in my opinion, but you know, do you? I still love her in The Boys. I still love Starlight.
Oh yeah. Val says she believes her. She looks like, okay, yeah, that like that thing has taken over. That is Ozempic. Is that how you say that? Ozempic? Yes. It's like the newest craze. I swear it's the ephedra or ephedrine of this generation. Like, every generation gets one. It's Ozempic for this one.
Guys, just either do coke or take some Addies.
Right? It's so much more healthy. I mean, what?
It's a natural skinnier. Like, you don't get Ozempic face. I definitely don't know from experience.
No, not even a little bit.
I've never done anything bad in my life. Oh my gosh. But the first thing Doc said when we put The Boys on was, when he saw Mother's Milk, he goes, oh my God, Ozempic face. And I started dying because he he's not filled out like he was.
Okay, I think part of that is he definitely lost weight and muscle, but he also didn't have the beard.
Yeah.
And I think the beard gave him like this weird, like, kind of old mansion. And that was like,
but
I mean,
yeah, no,
I don't want to say anything because look what happened with like Chadwick Boseman, right? Where he got real sick and everyone was like, what's wrong? And then we find out why.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really, really sad. And I remember when that was happening, I was like, why are people giving him shit?
Yep.
He doesn't look good. Like, you know, he's not like doing it. It just seemed like you knew it wasn't a purposeful thing, like how Ozempic is right now. He just did look sick and he wasn't telling anybody.
Yep. That was so sad. Robert said before. Okay, I have to read this correctly. The problem is the bad seeds, like doctors' parents with an agenda on either side of the issue. But no, people need to generalize things. And they say the bad seeds represent the whole, or worse, they defend the bad seeds because they're one of them. I actually seen a little bit of that going on with Ava. Not as much as I expected, but there is this YouTuber that I used to watch named Surus. And they were trying to defend Ava Tyson to a point where they finally gave up. Like, it was over and over and over again. Like, well, you're leaving out context. You're leaving out this. You're leaving in that. No. Leave the kids alone. That's it. It's that simple.
What made me very staunchly like, oh my gosh, this is not a great person, was yes, everything else that came out with Lava and you know, you shouldn't be doing that in Discords with young kids. And also, who is that? Shad, whatever.
Oh, Shadman. Oh,
yeah. Yeah. That's what I was like, wow, I never even heard of this guy. And apparently he's the worst.
Yes. Fucking nasty. Ayo, let me powwow with y'all. Promise you won't regret it, ladies. Bombshells is ladies only.
This is the Bechdel test.
This is the Bechdel test in real life. Come on, TJ.
And I'm really upset that you put my name first on the little title screen. I was like, why would she put Steph and Tristan? She needs to put Tristan and Steph.
No way.
Please.
For you. But, I mean, Steph is the coolest. What can I say?
I know. I was just like, she put me first. I felt good. And then I was like, but she doesn't.
But yeah, that Shadman stuff. Oh my God. So I didn't know anything really about him. I knew he did Lolly. That was all I knew. But I had seen some people break down some of the stuff he has done in the past, and it's really, really gross. Like, art is what he calls it.
Quote unquote.
Yes, of like real children, like Keemstar's child. Like, I'm surprised one of those parents hasn't literally like Minecrafted him in real life.
Oh my gosh.
Like that there's a line and you crossed it once you started drawing.
Yeah, and then people are like, well, it's art. No.
It's not a heart. I'm sorry, it's not.
Oh, free speech. Oh, this, the artist's right. Yeah, but once it becomes obscene, once it becomes what's the fucking word? I can't think of it right now. But like
Lolly, literally.
There are lines. There are 100% lines with what you can do.
Fucking gross ass. In like, to my understanding, he has a following. And Ava was part of that following.
For a very long time. Obviously personal friends with this person.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gross. I added it to the approved list. Try your other account, MPause. Do we have obscenity laws? I don't know.
I think so,
like,
yes.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure because I was watching something about how they were talking about obscenity laws. That was the word I was trying to come up with.
Yeah, it's gross. Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Body with it, but not when it comes to a sacred marriage where they have kids, where they add to society.
No longer just you.
That is your body.
Bringing someone in.
Okay, you're still bringing in the doctor to use the scissors to snip off your penis.
He's not there for the rest of your life. He's not constantly there at your fucking house monitoring you.
You don't need to be there. You're not glued to your wife. You're not there like Siamese twins. You are a.
Okay. All right. Let's have this conversation. Stop pretending like every trans person gets their dick cut off at 14 years old. Like, just that's so gaslighting.
Yeah. It's not and not even 14. Some don't go through that full surgery process either.
Right. A lot of times it's just like supportive stuff, like name change, maybe a wardrobe change. Like, that's generally what it is. I know there are some cases, like, you know, the girl that sings oh, come on, I can think of it. A girl like me. That's how it goes. I swear. Wait, hold on. I might actually have it on here. Hold on.
I have no idea.
Wait, is it this one? Hold on. This one. That one.
Oh, Sam Smith?
Yeah, but the girl that sings in that with him.
Yes.
They went through transition surgery in Germany before the age of 18. And that's like one of the only I mean, I'm sure there's more, but that's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. And I don't even know if they had the surgery.
Yeah.
Beforehand. Could it be a shadow ban?
That's so weird to me that a few, because Celestial Fox had that going on too. They had to use their second account.
Yeah, and so did Tivia. The only thing I can think of is does your well, obviously it shows up on other places because you were able to comment on Raymond's community post. So is it showing up in other platforms, in other live chats? That's so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix it. There's gotta be a way.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to fix it at all.
I'm gonna have to go through everything. I did. That's the thing. I went through all my settings.
And like, MPaw's name is obviously MPaw's, but is it, you know how like if you change your name a couple times, it stays as the original sometimes? Maybe, I don't know if this is different on, you know, the full like list, if there's a list of people that, you know, can't come in. I don't know if it's a different name, like John Smith or something. Like, because I know that I've changed my name a few times and it stayed to the original.
Right.
So.
And the thing was is I even searched, because you can search through your comments for his name specifically, and I couldn't find any comment for the entirety of my channel. So I have no idea.
Yeah, because there's definite comments from him, like going back.
Yeah, I mean, it searches the whole full length of your channel, and I can't see a single one of them, but I can see people replying to him.
That's so weird.
Which is initially why I thought maybe he accidentally blocked me, because I couldn't see it. But
That's what I was thinking too.
It's fucking ridiculous. I'm guessing it's some sort of shadow. Maybe. Are you out there causing drama? Come on now. Tell us the truth, MPaw's. I mean, Mr. Pause.
Mr. Pause. Yeah, because if you go, like, because like you said, he was on Raymond's. That's so,
I don't know.
By that.
So some good news for Invincible season 3 and 4. I think we'll have a 5, but Mark's outfit will change, and Mark will be a bit different. It'll be more brutal. I mean, I figured he was gonna get an outfit change.
I need to watch season 2, or we did, and it just didn't. Doc said we watched it, and I was like, okay. Did we? Did I fall asleep? Probably.
Most definitely. You would totally remember it. Exactly. It's so good.
I had to rewatch The Boys because I totally was like, we didn't watch any of this. He's like, we watched all of it.
I mean, I was lost a little bit going into season 5 too, so it was probably a smart move anyway.
You know what? I was happy I did it.
It's worth it. It'll be much of a change. It'll be more blue. Oh, I thought maybe they were going with the black costume. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. It'll be good. That's all I know.
A 16-year-old, you are entirely reliant on this adult that you've now brought in.
No, you're not. You can tell parents, maybe I'm making my own money. I'm not reliant. If I'm 16 and I marry a 21-year-old and I'm making a lot of money and I'm doing well and I'm independent, I'm not reliant.
How are you making a bunch of money at 16?
What?
Why aren't you still in high school?
If I'm 16 making a bunch of money for myself, that's one of the arguments. You're not going to be 16 making a bunch of money for yourself. You're going to have somebody controlling you.
Is it just me, or does he have a punchable face?
He has the most punchable face.
Okay, I thought so. No, there's
Look at those cheekbones. Don't you just want to crap?
Yes. It's so smug too.
It's so smug.
And Val is right. if a 16-year-old is rich, he isn't. His parents are. Yes. Like, getting a job at 16 was a pain in the ass. I remember having to get a work permit just to wait tables. Like,
that's funny because our state wasn't like that. They had changed the laws pretty, like, when I had right before I had turned 16. So I didn't have too much of a hard time getting a job.
Did they
But it wasn't
make
rich.
it so you? Well, were you allowed to? Like, we weren't even allowed to work after 9 p.m.
I worked at a local bakery.
Okay, so
they did have the time laws, and I think it was 10. At 16, so like you couldn't work past a certain time, you couldn't do certain things. But our bakery closed at like 8, so it wasn't usually a problem.
wait, I'm so confused. In the age of fake geek girls, y'all are official.
Thank
Wait,
you.
Is that okay? I was like, is that a compliment? Or are you saying that we're official fake geek girls?
He's trying to dunk on us. Thank
Are-
you. Love you too.
Fired. That's it.
You can call me whatever you want. I really don't care. Just don't use any slurs. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout.
I'm not hearting your comment. I'm not gonna. Look at me, I'm a rebel like that.
We're official fake geeks, and we're talking about nothing that's geek culture right now. We can't do that. Do I need to go make a sandwich?
You do. And a tutorial on how to make a sandwich.
I
I would actually follow it.
Gotta do it.
I would.
Now.
Maybe he's calling those guys fake geek girls. Maybe Joseph has a point there.
Yes, he is. It's canon.
It is. I just don't understand. Okay, he said a 16 and 21-year-old. That 21-year-old could get into a good job. Like, they could have been, no, I'm saying y'all are official nerds. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're also not the brightest bulbs.
My rebelness is gone. I hearted both of them. See that? That's I'm sorry.
We're listen, I'm not the brightest bulb sometimes. It's Thursday. It's still early, even though it's noon.
It's a Monday issue. It's always gonna be a Monday issue. We're gonna blame that.
I now get your comment. And I now understand. It took me 2 days.
But at the end of the day, all that matters is you understood.
Finally.
Okay, what was it? Oh, about 21. Like, at 21, if you get into a job very like this is where nepotism kind of comes into play. If you know somebody that has a really good job and they get you in at 18, by 21 you could be making some money. I fail to think that most 20-year-olds are making great money even, or 21-year-olds are making great money either. Like,
yeah.
Shit, I fail to think that most 29-year-olds are, but you never know.
Yeah. I've seen exceptions, but
right, there's always
very
an exception.
Few. Because getting like a contractor's license is very hard, and you need to really do a lot of hours of that type of work. And I saw recently, I think he is 21, got his contractor's license, and but I know he's not making all the money, but that at that point is really good. I've also seen somebody retire before the age of 40 because they were a corrections officer and made all this money.
What?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Right. And again, still though, that's still 40. So it worked his freaking ass off.
I mean, but there's always, you hear those stories. Most of the stories are people living paycheck to paycheck.
Yes. Totally.
The stories are people trying to buy a house and they can't even do it till they're into the 30s, or you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of or they're not, or they can't afford gas. Like, that's the economy we live in. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. My grandparents, they worked 2 jobs and were great, but listen, it's so different now. Like, it's so different now. 2 people working good what you would classify as good jobs, you know, most of us are still working paycheck to paycheck.
Yep. And then unfortunately it doesn't look like it's getting any better. It's so weird to think back in like, I don't know, when women couldn't have credit cards. So like in the 50s, the 60s, that it was just like the man worked and it provided 100%.
Yeah.
And like, if you want that now, don't expect to work any less than 80 hours a week. It's just crazy.
Right. Or again, your family's rich.
I mean, if your family's got that money,
married
take full
and
advantage.
rich.
Yes.
Like
I'm just saying, take
that's
full
like-
advantage of it.
Yeah. Dude, I fucking wish.
Right?
Someone
Those
adopt-
privileged assholes.
Right, exactly. They don't have to do shit.
Dicks.
Lying upon her. Not only that, the person that you just put through transgender therapy, now they need to go to therapy once a week. Now they need to go to the pharmacist once a week. Look how many people are involved now. Now they're going.
Oh my God, the horror! They have to go to Rite Aid once a week?
Oh my gosh, Sneako.
Oh my God, that's horrible. Stop it.
I promise you, if I'm 16, marrying an older person, I have to go to therapy once a week.
Fucking facts. Oh my God, that's so funny. But like, why are you going once a week? Like, if you're really worried about going to your local pharmacy, set up all your refills on the same day and go once a month. Like, stop it. And the therapy shame too. Like, I've heard people going into therapy that have incredible results, like real therapy, not like internet weirdos therapy. You caught onto that?
There are those types.
There are those, yeah.
I never.
I'm just saying, people have had
Unlicensed.
unlicensed therapists online. Yeah, those kind. I don't see the issue if you want to work out your therapy is not something to shame someone over.
No,
Like-
he's again just trying to just talks in circles, but it isn't. Like, there are some people that just are really involved and do love their therapy. Shoot,
Wait.
I want therapy.
Homer Simpson. What? People find it unbelievable he's able to afford. He's not real. That's all. That's all. It's fictional. It's fine.
Like, what about Futurama? How could they afford that? They kept talking about how they had no money. It's fictional.
Yeah. We don't know. He could make $1 million a year. That's how he can afford it. See? I just fixed that plot hole.
I would literally love to sit around and just have a man like make all the money, and I would do everything. I'd have a farm. I'd do it all.
But that's what I was saying
Feasible.
earlier. That's not feasible anymore.
Exactly. My husband would be miserable.
Going to therapy groups.
There we go.
Now they're online. They're making YouTube videos. They're in a MrBeast.
Oh,
channel.
no.
This person
He
is relying
actually
on so
said
many people.
I can't with this guy. What?
we can't watch this guy for like 1 second.
He's like, now they're going to therapy. They got to go to the fucking Rite Aid. They got to make a YouTube video. What the fuck are you doing right now, Sneako? What are you doing? What is your whole online presence making? Okay, maybe it's Kick now. I'm assuming he's not on YouTube. But, how is that a diss?
Yeah.
Now they're in MrBeast videos? What?
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. I think so many people would love that.
He must be a yoga master with this stretching, man. I'm gonna reach all the way over here and pick something so freaking insignificant. I mean, not
it's going to be in a fucking YouTube video. How dare you?
And now you're Ava Chris Tyson. How did you get there, Sneako? Let me know.
Oh my God. The bounds and leaps from this guy.
And they also have, you're cutting out again.
Oh yeah, his audio sucks. What?
You're cutting out. Chad, is it me or him?
It's him. He's froze.
Sneako got him.
Internet out.
Whoa. What the fuck is
They're
going on?
saying it's you, not me.
Your cam and it fixed it.
No, I left the call and joined again. But I don't want to leave this point.
Okay.
YouTube videos.
I want to hear a clear answer that makes sense. Because you said it's because you're relying on other people. But I've established that a trans person is relying on the pharmacist, is relying on the therapy.
I didn't say that.
So is somebody with high blood pressure. What? So is somebody that gets into a car accident and has a bad knee.
Yep. So somebody that has, depression or anxiety or
it's an epileptic.
Val said, damn those diabetics.
Fucking diabetics. You're relying on a pharmacist now. How could you do that with your... Stop it. Like this dude doesn't have ibuprofen in his medicine cabinet for when he gets a headache.
Oh my gosh, it's too funny though.
Oh my God. Wild gaslighting here.
I didn't say relying. I said you are making a personal decision yourself. You are making a decision for you. When you are making a decision about marriage, you're bringing someone else in that is now not just you.
Just because you're bringing someone else in does not change the fact that it's a personal decision.
Why? Okay, I have a real question here. Why is he so invested on this argument? Like he is really...
What's going on, Sneako?
Yeah, like why?
We need to know what really your point is.
He wants this idea of teenage marriage, or not even underage marriage, to be okay. Yeah. And like, a child cannot consent to having sex with an adult. Stop it. That is so fuckered up. How does he not see that? How old is Sneako? I'm super interested now. I gotta know. How old is Sneako?
I think like I couldn't
25. 25.
No way. I was gonna say like 30.
Yeah, I mean I could see that, but I feel like there's some skeletons in that closet that makes him really die on this hill.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Oh, and it's so weird because it's. Do you remember when that whole thing with Sketch happened, where he got outed?
Yeah.
He talked about how that was such a bad thing, how he tricked his audience, how he, basically like he was gay all along, and how could he do that to an impressionable child audience? But stood up for Dr. Disrespect.
Oh, jeez. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
None of it makes sense in my brain. None of it does. It just... There's a switch that says you fuck with kids in most people's brain, you get enraged, right? Why is that switch not installed into Sneako?
Right. Exactly. Something's going on.
Ew. I thought this said my uncle married a 16-year-old in Tennessee when I read it very quickly. And then I was going to be a little concerned for your hick-ass family. I know the age of marriage in some states do differ, but like he specifically said 16, right? 16 and 21.
Yes.
Like, let's back that up a little bit. When that person was 18, that means they would have been dating a 13-year-old.
Right.
Which
ew,
could have not even gone through puberty. Gross. Stop it.
Right. There's layers to this all, though. Like, there's always layers to these types of things. Like, it's so... I hate when people just try to make everything black and white. It's just not how
It's not. There's always nuance. But so like I can understand nuance of like a 16-year-old was dating a 17-year-old and then they turned 18 and they're worried. Like that to me is the layer I can accept. The layer I cannot accept is 16 marrying a 21-year-old. It's fucking gross.
Yeah, you don't know yourself at 16. You don't know that maybe in a couple of years you're not going to want this.
You also are going through that like first love, right? To where you feel like the whole world revolves around that idea of that first love. And as gorgeous and beautiful as first love is, it also can be dumb at times and make you make bad decisions. This could be one of them.
Right. And I mean, I didn't get married young, but I have been with my husband since I was 18. So I was young,
But he was not 13. There's a difference.
No, we're like the same exact age. We're the same exact age. But like just that idea of loving someone that long, like it's surprising we're still together. That doesn't usually happen at like 16, 17, 18. That you fall out of that.
Right. And you're the exception to that rule a lot of the times.
Exactly. All my friends that are like dealing with dating and stuff, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't come to me.
Sorry, you have to go through that. I will mourn for you.
It's just like it's been so long.
What did he do? There we go. Okay.
It's consent. It is deciding yes, regardless of the other person, but it's still a personal decision.
Did you know that watch this? So see the play bar down here?
Yeah.
Here? Look at it now.
What?
If you type in awesome while you're watching a video, it goes all crazy.
That's so I've seen it where like people are like the video and then it shows a big thumbs up and stuff. Or like subscribe and it does like a thing. Like I think YouTube has some really cool things going on right now.
Val said riveting. Shut up. I just learned about it and I thought it was cool.
Riveting. We're all on pins and needles.
It's wonderful.
We wrap their head around this adult that has been preying on them. Like, I don't know why you can't see that. A 16-year-old can't be making this decision on this adult who is convincing them that I am the right choice for you for life.
Right. But a 9-year-old boy can go into a clinic and decide that doctor, that 40-year-old doctor, can cut my penis off.
No one is cutting off a 9-year. Stop it. The gaslighting here is so unreal. And I feel this is why I feel bad for Charlie in this, just because I don't think he knows.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he knows a lot of it. And then, I mean, oh my God.
His yeah, when I talk about I'm not the brightest bulb in the box, he's not a bulb.
No, he's not. He's diffused. Okay, Jarrell, gross. You nasty. No, there are 16. That's it. There's just 16.
They are. They just are, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna shame you.
We've all I've been that age, and I've seen gross men look at me and stare.
Yeah. Oh, for fucking sure.
And it's
like the creepers.
Yes, and it fills you with such a like you're doing something wrong when all you're just trying to freaking do is exist.
Yep, and the unease, because you most girls have what I like to call creep-o vision.
Yep.
And you can spot it from a mile away.
Miles away.
And TJ. Jarrell. Don't. No. Rethink that, because we might be getting some creepo vision.
Yeah, I think
I'm just kidding for the most part, but ew.
There's definitely an intuition, even in 16-year-old girls, that guy over there is a creep.
Oh, because definitely, like, you get the vibe for sure, but you also get the stories from your friends and the stories from your mom and the idea of keeping yourself safe. It's a lot to, at that age, deal with. So you're going around kind of looking at everybody above 8, anyone in their 20s and above it with kind of like I don't know. Pause. Thank you so much. One thing many tend to forget is the younger and younger ages children are discovering things they shouldn't because of the internet, thus piquing their own curiosity early than their parents would like, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's such a hard thing too, right?
Yeah.
It's such a hard thing because, like, I feel like I was the age where it was like the tail end of no internet in the beginning of, like, the first generation to really grow up online, even though I didn't grow up online. But, like, there was MySpace, there was different stuff like that. And I'm in that generation where I kind of experienced both. Yeah. And I don't want to sound like one of those old ladies that are like, back in my day, and I'm totally am, but there is a, like, subtle wonderfulness about not checking your phone, about not having to worry about your TikTok likes, right? Especially at that age. I don't know if I could do it.
No, and the bullying, and
yes,
I feel, especially for these young girls, I feel so bad for them that they have to go through this full internet life. It's not for a weak person or an emotional person. It just isn't. And I just want to bring it back to Joseph saying, only if she thinks he's ugly, if she thinks he's heaven sent, all that women's intuition nonsense goes way the hell out the window. I want to tell you that's personally not true. Yeah. I have had some very creepy, handsome guys that I was like, please stay away from me.
Yes, absolutely. I remember going to concerts when I was young, and we would, like, there was a band named Crackjaw. Oh my God, the cringe. Now looking back, that we would, like, go to all their local shows, and I was young, and I, like, the lead singer was on the younger side. He was early 20s, but mind you, I was still 16. But the other people in the band were in their 30s and constantly trying to get with the young girls. And it was like a lot of the reason why they don't do the Vans Warped Tour.
Yeah.
Because of the issues that they had with preying on minors, and maybe not necessarily minors, but young girls, like Ashley Purdy from Black Veil Brides. Gross. Like, you've got that creepo vision. Unfortunately, some girls don't have it. And they're just like, oh my God, he just thinks I'm nice. He thinks I'm nice.
It's definite. It's a problem with bands.
Yeah.
It's such a problem.
No, I don't remember that, Todd.
I do. That's when he had his gun.
Oh, his gun's out? Okay.
He's like, these aren't clips, they're mags. It was funny.
Oh my God.
He was saying it to Sneako, I believe.
Yes, and the bands get creepy. That's like, look up the history with Vans Warped Tour. It's so gross. How many people?
Anybody that doesn't know about Steven Tyler.
Stop it. We don't talk about that.
Because I was such a fan.
I know.
I was such a fan until I learned that. And then I was like, gross.
I am so sad about that. Like, there was 2 bands growing up that I absolutely adored besides Hanson. And it was Alice Cooper and Aerosmith. And when I learned that about Steven Tyler, I really, really wanted to die. I felt like betrayed. Is that weird?
No, I felt the same way.
Yeah, okay. At least it just wasn't me, because I'm like, he's so eccentric and he's so cute and he's so like da 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 da, and like 16-year-old me like thinking he's the greatest thing, and then oh my god.
Yeah, instantly I was like, I feel duped.
Yeah. Pause. Thank you so much. Read an article once on Joystick, tech news website, talking about how social media platforms like TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, and so forth are constantly deleting accounts and sexual material the children are uploading themselves. Like, what the fuck? Okay. I have an issue with girls, like you absolutely see these very, I don't even want to say it, like girls uploading very young in their bra, like 12, 13 years old. Like, so I understand what you're saying, but also I am very glad that social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat are deleting them very quickly. Because if you're not mature enough to know better than to do that, then you shouldn't have an account. Your parents need to parent.
Yes. Yeah. I know that, my sister doesn't let her kids on that, and they're young, very impressionable, and I've seen the opposite. So like, I fully believe that TikTok, YouTube, all that needs to be very censored, kind of stopped when you're growing into yourself,
And I use TikTok, for the QT videos. Like, I love, like, my feed is literally rock music, cute cats and dogs, and cute babies. That's all my feed is. But I know that's just my algorithm.
Yeah.
And right. I know, like, those girls are showing up in old ass men's algorithms.
Yeah. And I just want to say with Joseph, I actually don't know about the case going on with Steven Tyler.
No.
I'm more talking about him having the parents of a young woman putting her in his custody as a guardian. Yes. He was a grown man, and marrying her. That is what I when I say go down the rabbit hole, I'm talking go back.
Yeah.
Go back.
And also, he released a country music song. We can add that on the terrible train.
Did he really? Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, my God. I forgot about that.
Like, just don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, obviously, that's not the worst of it, but it is pretty bad.
Oh, Val, you're right.
Seinfeld. Oh, wait, I didn't know that. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. There's so many in that generation, right? Like, people that were famous in the 80s and 90s. And you hear stories, but unless you actually look them up, I would have never known about Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's a Steven Tyler type situation there.
Oh,
young girl, very young woman.
Oh my God.
Married. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's reprehensible. I'd still smash though.
Oh no.
I feel like that is just the most honest statement.
Oh my God. I saw a video of her and I was like, she's pretty.
Ava?
So yeah.
Yeah.
So I totally agree. But not a good person.
Yes, exactly. And this, see that we talked a little bit about it. This I can agree with too, right? Yeah. Like, I mean, sports is a whole nother ball field. I mean, pun wasn't intended, but now that I like it. Sports is a whole nother thing because, like,
that's when you start talking about that, people get upset. But I know where you're coming from, and I don't disagree because that MMA fighter got her.
Oh my God! Yeah, and that's like the feminist in me wants to go. don't beat up on women. Don't beat up on women. Don't beat up on women. But also at the same time, maybe if you're transitioning, just stay out of sports. I don't know.
It's a hard one there.
It is. It's a very hard one. Competitive sports is a whole different thing. Literally a whole different arena. There we go. Competitive sports, that I don't care what you do with your personal life. It's when you take it to somebody else and you could cause them personal issue, where I have seen.
Yeah.
Oh, scary. The fucking world we live in. Everything we say, even if we like this stuff with MoistCr1tikal kind of walking back what he said, because he kept saying, oh, you can cut off a 9-year-old's dick. Everything you say, you're going to be judged so much on.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for him. I do.
Yeah, I do too. Because like I know Sneako's just trying to get that like gotcha moment, and he's not doing it in a well-developed way.
His gotcha moment is, but I should be able to marry a 16-year-old.
I'm
gonna marry a 16-year-old.
Right. 9-year-olds. You can do this. That's kind of MoistCr1tikal is saying that is a I am saying that is a family issue. That is something that family and that person personally are going through. You know, they are not trying to marry their 9-year-old off.
Oh, at least not nowadays. Maybe a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, I hope. My gosh, I don't know what's going on in the world right now.
I mean, to be fair, it's a shit show. When Kamala comes in, she will save us all.
I hope so.
Oh my God. And I don't disagree with what I know. There was girls doing it. I'm not saying that there wasn't girls doing it, but those guys should go. She's underage. No more of that.
They definitely should. And there are girls that are like, oh no, I'm 18 or this and that.
Oh, for sure. That changed their age.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, that's not right either, because then you get into that whole statutory thing, and it's just like, just be a kid. Just grow up like normally. I know the internet's around. I know it's hard to do that, but like,
play with Barbies and watch cute cat videos and you're good to go.
Play some Zelda.
Right? Or Dredge.
Or Dave.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, fully take advantage of that slow-mo. That's what's gonna help.
Okay. Those types of action perfect shoot 'em ups are so not my game, and I was really trying hard to take advantage of it. But the guy's like, here's this machine and it'll help your oxygen levels. Where? It didn't help.
Yep. Because the moment you get hit, they're depleted.
I'm looking on Google, like, how does it help my oxygen levels? This guy lied to me.
Yep, he sure fucking does. But he does help with the slow-mo.
Yes, I have been. I keep hitting the mic. I have been taking it. I don't rage quit often. I really don't. I can keep my cool. I shut that bitch down so quickly. I just said nope. And then I go back into it. I lost everything I had, like diamonds and amethyst and I lost everything. And I was just like, oh, I knew it was going to happen. And I was just so mad. And that thing just I wasn't even getting into a second phase.
So I have to send you a picture when we're done here. The paint is peeling off of my door and it looks like a fat dick. I'm going to send you a picture. I absolutely am. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, that's great.
This has to be on accident.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to send it right now.
Okay.
I want to see your reaction. Okay, tell me that's not a fat dick.
Oh my gosh. That is a genuine penis. so good. Oh my gosh, that needs to be. You should just troll with that as your profile.
Oh my God, that would be incredible. That is so funny. All right, guys, we are gonna wrap up.
We didn't get
After we didn't even get to the second part. We got like 5 minutes in. Like 5 minutes. It started at 39. We got to 44. 5 minutes, literally.
Oh, we're so good at this.
We're so good at this. Yes, Michael, it is. I will have a video up there tomorrow. I will. There hasn't been much. So yes, definitely will though.
Oh man, it's too funny.
Got that fat dick going. Got that energy. All right, guys.
That BDE going in.
That's right. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, thank you guys all so much. Thank you, Steph.
You. Love y'all.
We will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Comics tomorrow. Yay.